Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Today is Sunday, August 20th, and I'll be doing your daily card pull to see what all messages God, Spirit, the Divine has in store for you for today. So let's jump in with our fire signs for today. We will take a look at Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And remember, we're going to be starting to enter into that Mercury retrograde, like the build up to it. So hopefully everybody's upping their meditation and, really working on grounding. If you haven't gotten a chance to get outside, maybe try to do that this Sunday afternoon. But let's go ahead and jump in and see what's coming up for our fire signs. The Hermit. So this is about that kind of self-imposed period of isolation and reflection, and you're really going within and seeing what it is, that you want out of a certain situation. Maybe there's a situation you have a choice to make and you need to spend some time kind of on your own. If I didn't hold it up, there we go. To just kind of think through what is it that you should do. So it's really that soul searching and trying to find your right path and trying to make sure that what you're doing is aligning to your highest good. So let's go ahead and take a look at our light worker card and see what comes out for our fire signs for light worker. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. So this is your light worker card. So as you can see, there's a lot of figures that are gathering together here. And some of this is a matter of during this period of introspection and reflection, make sure that you're calling in and asking for help from your ancestors, from your spirit guides, from your angels, from the divine. So there's still the element of free will, and your guides can't intervene and step in unless they're being called upon. So if you're wanting guidance and direction, ask for it. And after you ask for it, then make sure that you're meditating or praying and sitting in the stillness to hear the answer. So let's take a look at our romance card for you. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So whether this is something, if you have children of your own and maybe they're kind of drawing your focus away from your partner, or maybe you're focusing on wanting children, if that's what your path is, that you want children and you're just not in a position to have them. Maybe you are in a relationship that you don't want to be in, but there's children involved. So somehow children are coming into play here. So some of this, and that could be spurring some of this hermit energy of what do I do about that? But your soul tribe is coming in to help you. Make sure you're asking for their help. So this time I have started doing my my oracle deck, and I have some of the cards mixed in here, and then some of them are also those flower cards. So if you're seeing multiple different sets of decks kind of intermixing here, so we'll see, depending on what this is, I may pull two. You need to put in more effort. That's the card that's coming out. So you'll know how this is resonating with you, what situation you're being called upon to put in more effort. So with this Hermit card coming up, where you're doing your reflection and your soul searching, the pieces are all slowly starting to come together. And you're realizing that they're starting to come together. But you're realizing in order to push them fully together, you need to put in more work. So again, it's the whole thing of when you pray for something, or when you're sending that message out to the universe, this is what I want, this is what I want. It's not a boom, hey, you said you want it, now you're getting it. It's more like you're presented with opportunities to be able to go down that path, but you have to do something. You have to put in some more effort to move it along that direction. So that was for our Aries, or not our air signs, for our Aries, Leo, Sag. So that was for our fire signs. Next, let's move to our water signs. So that's going to be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and see what is coming up for you. The World. So this is that card about victory, triumph, completing out a cycle. So it looks like you're getting to that good, happy stage at the end. Oh, and that was a card that jumped out here. Take a break. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. A life's work. So with that, when it's talking about taking a break, it's saying you do need to have certain seasons within your life. Some of them where you're working harder, some of them where you're kind of resting and refocusing. I feel like that's kind of worded a little strange with that, but kind of the whole idea of this is a marathon, not a sprint, so you don't have to be going, like go, go, go all the time. So you've gotten to the end of a chapter, of a lesson. You've hit that victory point, and now's the time to relax and take a break. All right, let's pull one since that was a jumper. And it says the crumbling. What are you clinging to? So, maybe you're in a position where you don't want to take a break. And it's like, no, I have to keep going. I have to do this, and that's a matter of, it's kind of a matter of habit. Some people get in the habit of, I've got to be busy. I've got to be busy. But what are you clinging to? And it could be some sort of a belief of, if I'm not busy and productive, then what value do I bring to the table? And you're worth more than your work output. You're not slave labor that's being evaluated based on how many units of this you produce or how much of this work product you produce. All right, let's take a look at your romance card. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So maybe there's somebody that you've been thinking about. Maybe there's somebody new coming in, a friend of a friend, somebody you just kind of met, somebody at work, but looks like there's something new that has stirred romantic feelings for you. All right, let's take a look at the next card. Let's see what's coming up here. And it's saying after a massive change. So some of the cards that I had in here were timing cards. The ones with the planets were mainly intended to be timing cards. So after a massive change. And, I would say if you're pairing this together with a new love or this crumbling, what are you clinging to? There's something, in order for this new love to blossom, there's something that needs to crumble first. So maybe it's, whatever situation, if this was a work thing, this whole idea of take a break and get off the treadmill, that maybe there needs to be some changes on the work front so that you have more time, you have more energy for this new relationship. So, that was after a massive change was the card that was coming in there. Let's go ahead and jump into our air signs and see what message is coming through for our air signs. So that's our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And let's see what message God and the divine has for you. The Lovers. So, a very happy card. The most obvious part is about a relationship. So good, good, happy feelings with the relationship. If that's not something that's on your plate and that doesn't resonate, sometimes it's related to a decision, but this is also about balancing the masculine and feminine energies. So internally balancing that out, because you want to make sure that you have that balanced feel where you're not totally in heart space. Who cares about the logic of it, or who cares about the practicality of it, but you don't want to be on the other side where everything this is logical and you're not thinking, or you're not using your heart and what is your heart and soul telling you. So you have to find that balance between the two of them. Let's take a look at our light workers card and see what comes up for you. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So with the Lovers card, that's the message is tune into your heart. Here, let me scoot these down on the edge there so you can still see them. And let's take a look at your romance card and see what is coming up for you, air signs. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So if you've been holding back, maybe you have pushed yourself too much into head space and not enough into heart space, go ahead and make that romantic gesture. Let them know how you feel. Years later, you're not going to regret having been honest with this person about your feelings, but you very well could be, regretting having not been honest if you decided to mask your feelings and then, either a relationship never got started because you were afraid of what they would say, or in your existing relationship, things, drifted because you weren't being honest with your feelings. So, all right, let's take a look at these cards and see what comes up. You're stronger than you realize. Some of these, the wording doesn't show up. Oh, there we go. When you get the glare on it, you can see it. So you're stronger than you realize. So sometimes, there's fear about expressing how you really feel. There's fear about being vulnerable. And this is that reminder that, you are stronger than you realize. And, that whole idea of go ahead and take the leap. All right. And last but not least, we have our earth sign. So that is our Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And let's see what comes through for you for Sunday. The Magician. So this is about transforming, lead into gold. And it's all about, transmuting those heavy energies, and, transformation and all of that. And it's also about being resourceful. Your jumper card here was don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So this is one of the big messages, throughout the readings as we've talked about, especially the last month with North Node pushing into Aries, where that's really pushing people, or that energy is about being unapologetically you. Don't make yourself small just to make other people comfortable. So I'll pull a card since that was a jumper, and it says Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. So this is something that if there's a tough situation that you're dealing with, and that's what this, magician energy about transformation and, transforming lead into gold, know that this situation is divinely orchestrated and there are helpers out there to help you. So again, ask your spirit guides for help. All right, let's take a look at our romance card and see what comes up. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So this could either be in an existing relationship, if there's, I'll call it, resentment, bad feelings, whatever the case may be. If you're learning lessons and you're forgiving the person, it can help you connect with them now. Or the other part of it is if you're carrying baggage from a previous relationship, that is going to hurt you. So if you can forgive those people, or that person, whatever the situation, and learn from it, you'll be better able to sit in a place now to be open to love, and being able to release it and just let go of it, because resentment doesn't hurt the other person. It hurts you more. So forgiveness isn't about letting the other person off the hook. It's about not letting your current energy field be zapped by somebody else, be drained by somebody else. So really, forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's about you learning to let go and not let that energy consume you. All right, let's pull one of these. You are closer to your goals than you think. So wherever it is that you're trying to move this towards, you're closer than you think you are. So like I said, sometimes this forgiving and learning, maybe that's from a long time ago, that you have all this, built up frustration. And some of this may not even be, when it's saying release and heal from your past, this isn't even necessarily like, oh, my current partner did this. It could be, childhood issues that you have that you need to let go of because it's hurting your current situation. It could be childhood lessons or, things like that. So you have to be able to let go of that and forgive those people so that you can move forward in your life. So I hope today's reading has been helpful for you. And as always, take only what resonates. Later today, there will also be some additional readings that are posting. So make sure you check those out. And I wish you peace and joy along your journey. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.